أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The topic of the conversation is having kids with a man or woman. Now, this is a very serious topic, and all of us need to pay very close attention because kids are a very big responsibility and we should not take it lightly because you're not just playing with your own life or playing with the other person's life, you're also playing with lives of people who have not done anything wrong, and you are fully responsible for bringing them in this world, and it is your responsibility to give them a good life. And if you cannot, then you really should not bring kids into this life. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said your kids have rights on you. One of the rights is you bring them a good mother. Now, this conversation I am using mostly from a man's perspective, and inshallah, in due time, we will post all these videos from a woman's perspective who went through a divorce, and we will put her experience that women can relate to more than men. Now, now if you get a woman and plan not to have kids with her, you can get as many women or you can marry anybody you like, but just make sure you don't hurt anybody, and as long as both of you are on the same page, then everything in Islam is halal. Okay, except muta. I mean, like, you just don't say I want to marry you for 2-3 months, and then that is haram in Islam. Now, to have kids, make sure the woman or the man is good and righteous, and his or her character is that he or she will be by your side in good times and bad times, because everybody will be with you when you're in good times. As soon as the bad time starts, the woman will start looking to see if I can get something better than this. And I was hearing this American comedian. He was saying the second you lose your job, the divorce clock starts ticking. She may not ask you immediately, but sooner or later she's going to ask for it if the woman is not good. So keep that in mind. You need to go ahead, check her out in the beginning period. And then I always advise, don't make the mistakes that I made. Before marriage, you always see the best side of people, which is totally a farce and an act. In addition, people tell you everything you want to hear. Once you marry, you get to see the real person. Now, I use a lot of my personal examples so people can relate and people can say, I know what I'm talking about. My intention is not to insult anybody or say something bad about anybody. Now, I got married based on a lot of lies, and after marriage, I thought it was a bad idea to have kids with this woman. But she persuaded me that she will become a good Muslim, and etc., etc., etc. And then we ended up having some kids. Now, we went through divorce. This particular issue, I thought that this was going to happen one of these days, 8 years before, about 2 weeks after we got married. This severely affects the kids. I married her because she said she was very religious and she knows Sharia and she knows how she's done Hafz al-Quran, etc., etc., etc. During the course of marriage and during the divorce, the whole Islam was thrown into the trash bin. So any woman who goes through, who says Sharia, put the Sharia in the trash, I'm going to get all my rights according to the American law because I live in America. So that is not a good woman. Now, you have kids, and if the woman is not good, you'll be paying child support and alimony for a long, long time. So brothers, never have kids with a woman who went through a dirty and nasty divorce for money. You can marry her, have all the fun you want with her, but just don't have kids with her. Few weeks of enjoyment is not worth years of suffering, years of you paying your hard earned money so she can go have fun. So you'll put yourself in misery and your kids. Now, for women, sisters, have kids if you are prepared to raise the kids all by yourself if you feel he's not a good man. So before you start having kids, in the marriage, you get married, take a few months to actually see the real person. After that, make a decision as to if you really want to have kids with this person. Think of it like this: you marry someone, and the kids are, you see that person, and you decide, do I want my kids to be like this woman, or do I want my kids to be like this man? Second one is, will this man or will this woman has good character that she will stand by me for the rest of my life in good times and bad times. And if this person is loyal to first Allah, and then her family, and then to you, and then if the answer to all these three is yes, then go ahead, tawakkal Allah, and have kids, and bring the kids into this world for them to contribute in making this world a better place. Not bring the kids just because you feel like you want to have more kids, so they carry your last name, or they call you mama or papa, and become a burden on the world. So it's a very big responsibility, kids. Think a million times before you bring innocent lives into this world, and do not bring kids into this life unless and until you can give them a good environment, good parents, and good everything, and make them into productive members of society. Thank you.